What is up, YouTube? It is your boy. Back with a reaction video for y'all. Ooh, do you love the versatility or not? Let me know in the comments. The versatility is insane. The Gombo Nation is getting spoiled. We got feature video, then we got a vlog, then we got a reaction video. What's next? You will never know. You never know my next move. You will never know my next move. And that's exactly why the Gombo Nation is going to love me. And that's why we're going to keep growing. We already had like 60 subscribers, you know, and we grew. Like the last time I posted, which was the FIFA video, feel free to go watch it, and the vlog as well, we were at like 50 subscribers. Now we at like 60. We just keep rising. We keep rising, and that's how we can keep moving. You get what I'm saying? I'm grateful for all of y'all. Of course, grateful to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ as well. And yeah, I just hope to keep growing. And hopefully we just get bigger and bigger, and hopefully I'll be able to do engaging content with my followers, because that is my point. Anyways, we got a light reaction video. We are reacting to Jubilee's Does Corn Have a Negative Effect on Society? NoFap versus Cornstarch. Of course, this video is for the Gombo Nation. We are proving that we are smart. We have the brains. We're not just here to laugh. We're not just here to, yeah, exactly. We're not just here to laugh. We're also here to learn, you know? Here, we can get angry. Here, we can feel all types of emotions. The Gombo Nation, we feel all types of emotions, you get me? We are in the full spectrum of emotions in the Gombo Nation. We're not just here to laugh, you get me? We're here, we're smart, and we're landing. We have opinions, and yes sir. We're about to get to the nitty gritty. This video is long, it might be 2 parts. Might post part 1 Friday and then part 2 on Monday, because Sunday I have a special vid for y'all as well. And Saturday, another special vid for y'all. I think I'm posting part 2 of the vlog on Saturday. So I'm just spoiling y'all, you know, next week as well. Busy week. So yeah, the schedule is busy for y'all. The Gombo Nation is growing, is getting larger, it's getting larger and larger. We're getting bigger. Oh, pause. You know what? Yeah, I'm getting too excited now. But anyways, if y'all are new to the channel, please be sure to like and subscribe. We're trying to get to 100 subs. And without further ado, let's get straight to it. Let me start recording a bit. Anyways, let's get straight to it, man. Get straight to it.
High rates of depression and anxiety in younger men.
How y'all feeling? Y'all good?
Compulsive sexual behavior.
I know you're nodding, you know, on the other side of the video.
We create a culture starting in the 1960s where sex is a
you might be.
national thing, where there's no biological imperative to have sex with somebody who you are connected to in a relationship or in a spiritual sense. So sex becomes a transaction between 2 people. And I think just in basic economic terms, if there's more sex available, then sex is less valuable. So.
Got it.
I am a cognitive neuroscientist, and I have written a best-selling book.
Let's skip this part of the video.
There's also what I call porn-induced ADHD, because
ooh, we're already in the nitty-gritty of the video.
Not only is the structure of the brain impacted, but function also, so people can't focus.
So if I don't watch porn once a month, I'm going to be happier?
Probably.
I don't.
Shut up, man.
Your brain will start working.
You just rewinded the video, you get me for y'all. I was already like watching the video a bit, but
Somebody who has 2 degrees successful for themselves can pay off everything
that they want.
Welcome to Middle Ground. I'm Ryan, your host. To the left, we have Team NoFap, and to the right,
This should be
of course us, we Team NoFap. Let's be real. If you're playing devil's advocate, I guess you can be Team Cornstarch, but Team Gombo, we're NoFap.
Okay, it's really interesting.
We don't like these people, bro.
And it seems like for some of them, I don't want to, put words in.
Whoosh. First question was, does corn have a negative effect in society? So of course, my opinion to this is yes, 100%. It does. It cooks society, bro. The amount of cooked gents You know, based in just based alone, the amount of cooked gents that are in our society because of nonsense like this is insane, bro. It's insane, bro. Like we have those guys to blame. But yeah, that's where I stand. Because if I keep going, I'm gonna make this video long. But yeah, these guys are to blame.
But it sounds like
they're after it for just like a chunk of the change, right? And so like, what does that mean like on the healthy side?
like the other end, like the concern.
They there for the money, like facts.
And I don't
I think it will, serve people as a whole in a positivity light rather than they're just serving themselves. Like, I don't know if that, makes sense, but I guess like my basis is like, it doesn't help serve the world in a positive way. It just serves themselves in a positive way.
Well, are you saying that porn performers do the world a disservice?
Yes,
I would
100%.
I'd say
That is what I was saying. Like that's what I was just
overall,
explaining.
Like
They to
ratio
blame.
of positive to negative, I would say it's
They are-
10% positive.
They are the ones
but
to
the
blame,
rest of
bro.
it is, like the 90% is negative.
I was going to say, yeah, I would agree with what he's saying about it being a net negative on society. We have higher rates of depression and anxiety in younger men, a lot of which can be associated to compulsive sexual behavior. A lot of these men lose meaning in their lives. We create a culture starting in the 1960s where sex is a transactional thing, where there's no biological.
It was never supposed to be transactional in the first place. God created that action because it's a bonding moment. They come into one. Of course, y'all know what I mean. But it's a moment where, like, it's a moment, bro. Like, it's not supposed to be used as something to gain out of, like, gain money, bro. Since when? Like, bro.
Imperative to have sex with somebody who you are connected to in a relationship or in a spiritual sense. So sex becomes a transaction between two people. And I think just in basic economic terms, if there's more sex available, then sex is less valuable. So.
Got it.
I am a cognitive neuroscientist, and I have written a best-selling book called Mind Over Explicit Matter on porn addiction recovery. I call it the silent tsunami because basically that brain dysregulation that happens in a person's brain, which is below the surface. That's how a tsunami starts. There's a crack in the ocean floor. Nobody knows it's happening. But then it creates mental and physical health issues, which there's a significant rise in anxiety because is reward sensitive
Let's skip to
for net.
Let's skip to the part where they
I mean, I feel like,
with a
Please join us.
I feel like it's not our fault that y'all can't push the computer away. we providing the service and doing a job. We're not forcing anyone to watch porn. That's a decision that we don't force anybody to watch.
Do you think it's a net positive or a net negative?
I mean, I think it's a positive thing.
What's positive about it that you believe brings the service to the
because you have the option of being able to watch it or not watch it. You have that option yourself to do that. It makes you feel good. Like it makes you release. It makes you feel all kinds of things, arousal and sexuality. It helps you be more confident about your body. For me, porn has been very positive to me, especially being a plus size boy in the gay porn industry. I deal with people always coming at me in the industry because of my size. And in gay porn, it's not really acceptable to be a plus size boy. So for me, porn has helped me be more confident in my body and stuff like that. And I know people who watch my porn who are like me come to me all the time and say, watching your porn has made me more confident.
It taught me sexual experiences. I had, going into 5th grade,
First of all, to that big guy, bro, I know that's cap. I know that's cap, first of all. And second of all, your reasoning is vague, bro. Your reasoning is vague. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel okay. No, it's not a good feeling, bro. It's an addiction. There's a difference between a good feeling and an addiction, bro. He doesn't know the true freaking difference between both of them, bro. Clearly, bro. Combo Nation, lock in, bro. There's a difference between a good feeling and an addiction, bro. A good feeling, you better control it, bro. An addiction is something that you barely can't control, bro. So you better understand that there's a difference. This guy is talking straight wegge, bro. Wegge. Straight wegge, bro. And it's genuinely like, hey, it's making me tense up, bro. Because how are you going to say such nonsense, bro? But all right, let's continue, bro.
they taught you sex. A boy and a girl has sex, but I didn't know what that looked like, so Sure, it could
And also, this guy said, "Oh, it's not our fault that you guys are touching your laptops and you guys are watching the videos." Okay, so the day people stop watching your nonsense and the day people actually log in and say, "Let me stop, let me put my laptop down and let me stop watching this guy's nonsense," you're not gonna make money. And then what are you gonna say now? What are you gonna say now? Oh, this guy. Ish.
be bad. It could teach you crazy things or whatever, you know. But
Straight boy
for me
game, bro.
personally, it taught me a lot of things. Like, I'm not gonna go ask my mom, "You give a blowjob?" Or like my friends at a young age when I have a boyfriend. Like, that's something that like it's honestly a research point in some aspects for some people.
Honestly, I would characterize that as a net negative because that is, science now shows that that's how porn is how most kids are learning about sex, and it's hypersexualized. And we know there's an increase in violence. And so now we have young
I don't know
people,
about the violence, I won't lie,
punching,
but she was
choking,
cooking when she said the
anal
hyper
sex
part.
is up, and we have young people now
But I
learning
don't
that
see
this is
anal
healthy.
sex as violent.
Well, it can be, but the violent piece of porn.
I don't want to get too explicit, but she just said she doesn't see that as violent. But if y'all know when a R charge happens, if you know what I'm talking about, that's exactly what happens. So what is she trying to say? You see, these guys, these stars, man, they just
Isn't just anal sex, but it covers kind of this, again, continuum overarching. But now with kids having their phones in their pocket, they don't have the opportunity to learn from healthier ways. I think that is the unique perspective that I've had because I wasn't addicted to porn, yet I was very close to understand until they continue to watch.
Well, you can't
most
healthily
people,
take this in.
people who don't watch it,
That's it. So
consuming porn one time a month is still leads to compulsive behavior.
who's not addicted to porn?
People who don't watch it.
That's it. Like you
And
can't
most
healthily
people,
take this
so
in
when
at
it
all.
comes to brains, it's the same with alcohol. Most people who consume alcohol regularly do have a dependency on
But
it.
there's no possible have a beer put and then that was
For some people, but there's tolerance building, escalation.
guys, are you understanding that this girl has the IQ of 4, bro? Like, what? How are you gonna say such, bro? It's the same thing. It's the same thing. When you have an addiction to something, it doesn't matter how frequent you do it. It doesn't matter how much you decrease it. You're still gonna be vulnerable to freaking going back. You're still gonna be vulnerable to still going back, bro. This hand is saying, oh my gosh, bro. Like,
Over time. And that goes back to your point, Logan, that people don't know until they know. But most people are not aware until basically there's the straw that breaks the camel's back.
I personally don't think most people have an addiction to it. I think that what is being considered an addiction on this side of the spectrum is not considered an addiction on this side. Just there's
yes, because you support it, bro. It doesn't affect you. That's why. Like, what? Why are they even in the debate, bro? Are they just here to rage bait us? And it's working wonders. It's working wonders. This rage bait is truly working. Cause what?
Definition to it.
yeah, just because we watch something maybe once a month or whatever doesn't necessarily. To me, I'm more addicted to my phone, to food, to everything else besides that. Like that's the least addictive thing.
Well, there's
in my life.
qualifiers to the definition of addiction, and then I tell people just try to stop watching. You don't even have to like tick the 6 boxes because most people who consume porn, they might be able to go a little while, but
I'm gonna have to
they
bleep that word
withdrawal
out so many
symptoms,
times,
increase in
but
anxiety,
worth it, yo.
anger, irritability, up and down. It's
This is
about
content for the Gumbo community, so that we can,
porn once
a month,
I'm going to be happier.
yeah, probably.
put the good thoughts in your brain.
That's the thing. That's when you see the other side.
say that to me all the time.
every side of things.
They don't believe it until they experience it. Because your brain will start working in a more optimal mode, and you'll be like, I didn't even know I could
What's
be
more
this
optimal now than somebody who has 2 degrees, successful for themselves, can pay off everything that they want? How is that not in itself?
Well, it's about back to your focus, and I don't know what you have going on, but it's about that brain map. If it's green, it's about your state, and so your state changes. So when people work with me, they'll say, I didn't even know I could be calmer. I didn't know I could be more focused. I didn't know I could have less anxiety. I don't feel depressed. My sexual arousal for my partner is through the roof in a way that it never was before. So
no, and I see, I think it isn't a one size fits all type of thing. I think that there are plenty of people, it's going to vary person to person. I think that there are a lot of people, because even if we take away pornography, if we look at something like something like the keto diet, you can find a lot of evidence backing, okay, you'll lose weight on this, you'll sleep better, this, and that. And then there's other people who are like, it didn't work for me, I had headaches, I had this, and both can be true. So is that not the same thing? Why is there no possible way to have a healthy relationship with pornography, with masturbation?
It goes back to...
Nigga, there's no way to do it because it's bad for you. I'm genuinely gonna crash out because let me put a clear example for y'all. If you have an addiction to snow, if you know what I'm talking about, anyways, if you have an addiction to, let's say drugs, you have an addiction to powder, right? You have an addiction to powder. This guy is basically saying, can you find a way to make that relationship with powder good? What? This is rage bait. These guys don't know what they're talking about. These guys are just trying to answer questions that they can't answer themselves. I don't know what these guys are trying to accomplish. Oh my days, Wesh.
The dopamine dependency of the super normal stimulus.
But there's so much that gives you dopamine. People get that from work. They get unhealthy relationships.
I'm addicted to smoking. How can I make the relationship with the smoking good? By stopping!
Work is significantly lower. It's not a super normal stimulus. It's a normal stimulus. So in real life, probably the highest normal stimulus is skydiving. It's like your system is completely jacked up.
Mine's this guy's question.
Everybody together.
Are you saying everyone should be religious?
It brings clear that we've departed from a unifying ethic that brings everybody together. And then there's people on the fringes that basically just think that, well, pleasure is the best thing possible, or power is the best thing possible, and we've lost the thing that puts everybody at the center, that brings everybody together.
Are you saying everyone should be religious?
In utopia? Sure, yeah.
Okay. So that's your utopia. Mine is...
Ideally, please become religious, because that does make you more disciplined.
Some sort of core values to not serve other humans, but just to bring positivity to the world. And that's why I, stepped forward, because I didn't believe that, being a porn star, and I wanted to be one at one point. I actually got that deep in the game, and I was like, wow,
you still can.
I'm all good, man.
Shut your ass up, bro.
Shut up, bro.
Right.
Something I don't like is when a religious person tries to tell me what I need to do with my life. That's my problem.
I agree. I think people push other people away from the church, or just whatever religion, right? I feel like that's just a relationship that you need to have. But
all right, first, there can be people who get a little bit forcey with the religious thing. Let me be real. I've met people like that. Who are very forceful with religion. They want to make you do things, but that doesn't mean disregard it at all after that. That doesn't mean disregard it. As much as people have came to tell me as much as someone came to me and forced me to do religious stuff, at the end of the day, I remember in my core that I'm still a religious guy. I'm just religious in my own way. You get me? I'm not perfect, but I'm still religious in my own way. This one is basically saying that you must disregard it as a whole. You must stop being religious because people are being forceful on it. Alright.
One of the greatest things that you can do is pray, or just
Okay, she says she prays. Okay, so valid. She's basically, she's not like me, but she's getting there. I'm way different.
I want to make money. I want to feel good about what I'm doing, and I want to make other people feel good as well. That's just off the top of my head.
Making people feel good in like a pleasurable sense of, masturbation.
Yeah, sure. If that's one of the ways, then sure, why not?
I can't necessarily think of a lot of ways that are probably going to be a good argument as far as why it's necessarily a positive thing. But I just don't view it as something that's negative.
Shut your mouth, bro. I'm skipping you, bro.
I can think of a lot of ways that video games are positive.
Nah,
topics
fam.
to get to, so why don't we get to the next topic? Sounds good. Masturbation has many health.
I smoke a cigarette. I'm addicted to that cigarette. I'm vulnerable to cancer. I'm vulnerable to so much rubbish. Yet this guy's gonna tell me, nah, there's a positive way to make cigarettes a positive in my life. That's basically what this guy is saying, bro. Gooning makes so many negatives in your actual life. It makes you view women differently. It makes you view men differently. It makes you view life differently, bro. I can't say for myself, I've never been a victim to the side effects of gooning. I'm a good guy, trust me. But I know, I've seen on YouTube, I've seen people who are despicable, bro. I've seen people who do nonsense because of gooning, bro. It's tragic. People on YouTube, bro. Just search, bro. Just search gooners on YouTube. Actually, don't do it, but just search, the side effects of gooning, bro. And it's bad, bro. It's bad, bro. It's bad. One day you're gonna be with your wife at the bed, bro. Your John's not gonna be able to wake up, bro. John the Long John is not gonna be able to rise if you keep gooning, bro. Just remember that, bro.
Benefits. Agreeers.
Anyways, the second topic was gooning has positive health benefits. No. There's a difference between gooning and there's a difference between doing it with your partner. Okay? So when you goon, that's an addiction. That's something that you're doing to yourself. You're not supposed to be doing that to yourself. But when you're doing it with someone you love, that's different. That's different. Especially when you're married with that person, that's good. That's good. That one there, there's no repercussions. You get me? Because now it's that thing of, you love each other, so the feeling won't ever dip away. The feeling of, love will never go away because y'all are truly there for each other. Of course, yeah. But y'all get what I'm trying to say. Of course, these guys are going to say that, nah, it's good for you. And I want to hear what these guys have to say.
Please step forward. Well, you know what? Since you're hesitant, I want to start with you.
I just want to say something okay, I don't even think about porn or masturbation anymore. But sometimes when you do get that idea, you know what I mean? And you ain't got no person to talk to, all of a sudden you start going crazy what the f***? Oh shit, I'm horny. You know what I mean? The blue balls be kicking in. You know what I mean? Right? But the thing with me is I refuse to still masturbate, even though it's hurting. So it gets to the point sometimes I go crazy, so I gotta go meet somebody. Oh shit, you know what I mean, right? So, but when I let that out, all of a sudden I come back to my north and blue.
I won't lie, you're ticking me off.
Relaxes your body, things mentally and everything. It's nothing wrong with busting 10 nuts of the day and all other things and stuff.
There's nothing wrong with busting 10. There's nothing wrong with gooning 10 times in a day. Did you hear this? It's rage bait. What nonsense is that?
Like that, it's good for your health and mentally, and it relaxes your body. So I feel like masturbation is nothing wrong with that. I mean, even chronic masturbators. So yeah.
Quick question. I want to overtalk.
Yeah.
Can you?
This guy didn't even give a good reason. He just said there's nothing wrong. What nonsense is that, bro?
Bust 10 nuts in a day?
I could bust multiple.
Hell yeah,
but
he's a porn star.
Well, I know y'all got super.
We can all bust 10 nuts in a day.
Man, I got 3 tops and I'm out of it, man. Go ahead, though, man. 10 is crazy, but go ahead.
You could say, the opposing side could say that maybe it's desensitizing you to real life sex, but for me personally, it's only given me more ideas and been an inspiration for, crazier times. So I think as long as you're doing it in, a healthy amount, whatever that is to you, should be okay.
I mean, as long as you could go to work That's the only thing that matters. As long as you can go to work.
What if it is your work?
Yeah,
It's two birds, one stone.
Yeah, I would say like the average person, like the non-compulsive masturbator. For one, I don't think it's anyone's business what you do, and then two, I also think like if you don't have a problem with it or you don't feel like you have a problem with it, it's not affecting your day-to-day life. I think it's completely natural. I think humans have been doing it forever.
I've always had a really healthy relationship to masturbation. So obviously I'm doing it more now, but like before I was a porn star, I would maybe do it like not even once a week. So when I'd feel that like, I guess, urge or the horniness, I'd just go do it. And then if it's in the morning, I feel more energized somehow. And then if it's at night before I go to bed, I'm just like out like a light. I don't have to like take melatonin. And then another part of it for me has been kind of spiritual, because if you know about like the chakras, the sacral chakra.
Ah, nah, skip, bro.
Like using that, it's a sex.
Fascinating. Let's bring in the.
Skip. She's starting to talk about crystals with Goonie.
Just that like the creative. I'm gonna look at
centers in your body that are aligned with where there's more nerve energy, but when you
To be honest, we don't have to hear these guys. Let me explain to you the downfalls of gooning, bro. I told you guys not minutes ago, John won't rise up, bro. John won't rise up. There will be a day, ne, when you're about to crack, ne. You're about to crack your wife. You know, you're about to have yourself a good time. Your wife is there. You know, your wife is there. She's there waiting for you, bro. John's not rising. What's gonna happen when John doesn't rise, bro? What are you gonna do, bro? What are you gonna do when John doesn't rise? Because they're burping your worm, bro. You're burping your worm. That's why your worm is not even going to slither, bro. Your worm won't even be able to slither because you burped it so much, bro.
overstimulate or going.
But yeah, we skipping this part.
Have a hard time in their sex life who do shoot porn, but because they're using their dick so much.
And I love that distinction, because what you're talking about is the artificiality of, you know, your job.
Yeah, we don't want to hear what they have to say, because I know they're just going to back it. So.
Agreeers, please step forward.
Well, so, I mean, I'm assuming that we're using the definition that feminism is for equal rights for men and women.
Corin is anti-feminist.
Sort of has to be anti-feminist in a way, because if we're talking about feminism in the context of women as fully fleshed human beings that have inherent...
Suffered from porn addiction. Will the agreeers please step forward?
Oh, and now I'm skipping like
porn addiction started when I was around like my teen years, my younger teen.
Agreeers, please step.
This is a good topic. This is a good topic. So I got this topic for y'all. NoFap leads to more loyalty in relationships. I say facts. Cause if you're holding your seed for your girl only, that's loyalty, bro. That's loyalty, bro.
Step forward. I'm hearing a lot of chuckles. This is fun.
I feel like the loyalty, mainly it remained in like my relationships with other people, not just my friends, but just like my partners that I had previously. I definitely felt like it's like kind of like cheating, right? You get with a person, or at least I did, you know, to gain a connection, pleasure and knowledge, wisdom, whatnot, right? But I feel like once you find it elsewhere, or know that you can get it from yourself, would you even need the other person? And so I guess that would disrupt the loyalty in the sense of like, you don't really need anyone else. You don't need that connection. So why do you have to be loyal to someone else?
I am of the opinion, and I'm assuming he would be too, is that any amount of pornography is by definition a breach in loyalty of a committed romantic relationship between two people, because essentially what you're doing is you are replacing the person that you are with for good reasons and replacing them with essentially just a distorted image of a sexual object.
Thank you. Anyways, let's go straight to those people. You guys are already giving me good reasons. Let's hear what these waste men have to say, bro.
Positions, because we're here to learn. We're here to expand our own thoughts. So
I'm both, to be honest.
Oh, fascinating.
Can
Tell
I
us
be?
more.
Can I be?
Yeah.
I think it could help a relationship for sure. Maybe, you know, it would help to focus on that one person. But I also think that it can also help a relationship in the opposite way of things, where it could, maybe I'm busy and I can't provide that to my partner and I don't want them to look elsewhere.
Yep.
So feel free to use online, you know, if you want to have that little sexual experience for that time, you know, that's fine with me personally. So I think it's, you know, I think it's a give and a take. It can be either one depending on your relationship.
I think in a lot of ways it varies relationship to relationship. A lot of partners aren't going to care if their partner watches porn sometimes, and it doesn't make them a worse partner. It doesn't mean that they won't satisfy their partner in other ways or like really fully commit to them. But I also
Shut up. You retain your seed. That grows your desire for your hand, bro. That grows your desire for the person you are with. That grows your desire for your crush. That grows your desire, bro. These guys are trying to say that while you're in a relationship, you must watch that nonsense. And like I said, what if John doesn't rise? What if John doesn't rise? What now? What are they gonna say? What are they gonna say? What are they gonna say? Many people are going through this John dysfunction, bro. Long John dysfunction is real, bro. And these guys are mising it. So now if someone gets Long John dysfunction, what are they gonna do about it? What are they gonna do about it? What are they gonna do about it, bro? Nothing. It's exactly. Those guys who are from NoFap, they're going to help them. Because, okay, unfortunately, you got Long John dysfunction, but they're going to help him. Those guys are not going to benefit Long John at all. They're going to tell him, nah, did you do it enough? Or whatever. They're going to come with some nonsense, bro. Oath. But now, fam, I'm not listening to what these guys are saying. Let's go straight to the last topic.
I love sex. Agreeers, please step forward.
This is one I can get behind.
I would say yes, of course. I love sex in the sense that it is the natural procreative action that brings together two people in
the last topic is
in a love so intense that it actually forms another human being if everything goes to plan.
That's why I stepped forward.
Yeah, I was about to say, what brought you in?
Yeah, just like, you know, that's the true intimacy, and that's the true love. Like, that's what I believe sex was designed for, was to, you know, have partners show love to each other and bring another human being into this world.
Other thoughts? You love sex.
I love sex. Sex is awesome. This sex is awesome.
Yep.
Sex rocks. Now, I
think it's... Let's hear one more thing.
Obviously, I'm in this industry, but I've had a girlfriend for 4 years as well. She's also in the industry, so I have obviously plenty of meetings with sex, and I've had plenty of sex, and I will choose sex with my partner over anything, always.
Like, just like with love, there's so many different kinds of love.
Right.
There's a lot of different kinds of sex you can have, and I think they're all fun. And even like back in the day, like there were like, I'm going into like.
Mine's the son who uses crystals to initiate her goon, bro. Anyways, y'all, let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell y'all something. As someone who truly cares about my viewer right now, you know, who's watching this video till now, of course, shout out to you, Nate. But if you are lustful, that is a sin. Y'all need to understand that being lustful is a sin. Being lustful is a sin, bro. Being lustful is a sin. There's only a few encounters where you can be lustful, and that's when you have a girl. You see, when you have a girl, you can be flirty, you can do anything, bro, because that's your lover, bro. But gang, control that thing, bro. Control that thing, bro. Control your thirst levels, bro. If you can't control your thirst levels, bro, it's gonna be hard for you, bro. Oath, it's gonna be long for you, bro. These guys are focused on the wrong type of hard work, bro. That's their problem. They focused on hard work. They're not focused on actual hard work where they actually get a job, where they actually like genuinely get money that's like good for their self-respect and stuff. These guys clearly don't care about themselves, bro. We have this oversized guy who's going to tell us that now you must bust 10 times a day because it's good for you. There's nothing wrong with that, man. There's nothing wrong. Then you have the other one saying that she has 2 degrees And that, nah, I'm still doing well for myself, cool, calm, faded. Nah, cool, you're doing well for yourself, then what made you do that nonsense? What made you go into that industry if you have 2 degrees, bro? You're lazy, that's the problem. And then you have the other guy talking about gooning with crystals, and then you have the other guy talking about freaking, we must make a relationship with it. All of those guys have the combined IQ of 4. It's crazy. Don't listen to those man them. Of course, if you're playing devil's advocate, shout out to you, bro. You're bigger than me. I could never play devil's advocate with those people because they clearly don't have an understanding on what they're doing and what they, on the effect that they have to the community, bro. It's negative. It's completely negative, bro. There's generally no freaking positive to what they're doing for this society, bro. And I really hope that one day everyone locks the F in and understands that what they're doing is not beneficial for anybody. It doesn't benefit you. It doesn't benefit your relationship with God. It doesn't benefit any relationship you have with anyone. And I hope you understand that what these guys are talking is absolute rubbish. But anyways, if y'all are new to the channel and you like this type of content, of course, put it down in the comment section. Let me know what type of videos I should react to. Get me. I'm done crashing out, bro. I'm done crashing out. If I continue to crash out, this video will be like 60 minutes, bro. But yeah, my God. This is a nice long video for y'all. You know, I appreciate y'all if you guys made it to the end of the video. Yeah, man. Gumbo Nation will continue to rise. We get smarter. We get bigger. You get what I'm saying? And yeah, man. This was for us to get smarter. You get what I'm saying? Check. It's me, your boy Gumbo. I'm out of here.